Ha ha ha, hello. Hello chat, hello gamers. You know what day it is today? September 5th. And you know what September 5th means? It means I forgot to play the background music. It means it's cleaning day. I gotta clean today. But I'm not cleaning my room. I'm cleaning. Wait. Oh, there you go. Now you should be able to hear the background music. So unorganized. My mic is speaking. Oh, I don't like this. Hold on. Let's fix the peaky mic real quick. You don't want your mic to peak. Hello gamers. Okay, now that's a lot better. That is a lot better. Alright. Currently the visual is very boring, so I'll give you guys the mission today. Which is this. I have 16 terabytes of storage on this computer, and currently only 2 terabytes available. So, I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit if I want to be able to record Legends EA stuff. Hello Maz, hello Snazzy, hello Blonde, hello Fiend. It has been ages, it has, but I'm back now, back with the Friday streams. Hello Battle Cats. Why do you have a crown? I think YouTube added something, and they're like, oh, there's tier lists for whoever chats the most. And I think you just chatted the most, so now you're the number one chatter, I suppose. Congratulations. But the plan for today, well, first of all, I wanted to add you guys to the stream so you can see chat on stream as well. So let me add this so you guys can be visible. And then we gotta clean up some space. Otherwise nobody's gonna be becoming champion anytime soon. It's a feature for supporting small creators more, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I can turn it off if you guys think it's annoying, but I don't know, I think it's nice. It encourages people to say hi. Or, you know, to hang around. It gives you a little extra, and then I have to open it. And then how do I need to be able to click within it, so I can you know, it's gonna say top chat on the thing, but I'm looking at like live chat on my side. So on stream it's gonna show up as top chat, but I'm seeing the live chat. So the idea behind today as well, I'm gonna go in and delete some of the footage I don't need, but it's a lot of footage from older videos I've made, which makes me sad, makes me not want to delete it. So I thought, why not combo it together with a stream, so I can kind of... How's the background music? Is it too loud? Let me turn this down a little bit. Put it on a USB. You don't understand. This is 12 terabytes of storage. I don't think a USB can fit that much on it. Otherwise I would. Oh, I almost just closed out of the streaming software. Okay, I'm gonna minimize that so I don't accidentally turn off the stream. Get loads of them. Yeah, that becomes very expensive. I do have external drives, actually. I do have external drives. But again, 16 terabytes of external drives gets very costly very fast. Yes, this would technically count as deleted scenes. Now the thing to note is that this will unfortunately make the music stop playing when I'm opening these. The question is, do we start with the C drive or the D drive? I mean, I'm gonna have to empty stuff out in the C drive anyways. But, I mean, I know we don't want to lose them, but at the same time, like, the live recordings is only 344 gigs. Like, that's my actual working footage, and then edited videos. Camera footage, we're not opening this. This is the face reveal, this is tiny. Edited videos. I have as much storage space in edited videos as I do in currently recorded videos. which is wild. But I'm gonna ultimately have to free up space in here somehow. How much is this taking up? That's we got a terabyte up in here, gamers. A terabyte. Where's the other terabyte going? This is 160. It's probably useful files. It's taking up a lot of storage, but this is like stuff I actually use actively. Yeah. Special effects surprisingly take up way more space than expected. Like I don't have that much special effects in here. We got like the Iono sprites. We have. Oh, you guys want to see the special effects? All right, we're gonna show off the. This is the After Effects stuff. It's gonna make the music stop though. How do I get around this? Okay, this is gonna be wild. I'm gonna launch Premiere Pro so I can play the music in Premiere Pro so it doesn't interrupt the music while we're we're doing this. This is professional streamer material right here, gamers. Professional. Here, I can show you what I'm doing in Premiere Pro, I suppose. Minor spoilers, I'm working on the Erica video. Can Erica become champion? I'm still missing a couple of voice lines from people, so we haven't... It's probably gonna end up being about 25 minutes long. This is gonna be on the shorter side. Well, that's okay. This is stream music. Very, very professional here. Only the most professional. No, we want the V-Day music. Is this? We're gonna import it all. And then we're just gonna put it at the end of the video. This is so bootleg. Only the best here, gamers. Only the best. So now I can pause the actual music. Now you can't hear the music, and then we can play the music in here, and you can hear the music, and then hopefully it's not too loud. Maybe I have to turn it down a little bit more compared to the other stuff. But now this gives us the space. It's a quality stream, right? So now I can show off all the special effects I've made, some of which I might end up deleting, quite frankly. See, Team Rocket logo spin. Nah, I can't even open this. Well, then why am I keeping these files? I think I use these for the streams. Like when I say the Team Rocket logo, I think that was the starting soon, right? Yeah, that's what that file is. I should not delete that file. I'm silksonging. Nice. How is the game? But yeah, this is some of the season 2 stuff. Like we had that little sparkly star. We had the shattering of the characters. You guys remember that final episode? This is how it was done. You had to... This was like ambient sparkles for the Terrapagos room. Because otherwise it felt too bland, so this kind of gave it a little bit of like breath. And the ambient sparkles are 5 gigs of storage. Side order? What? Oh, it's side order, but it's the This is in side order when the stage ends and they close the elevator doors on you. Side order. See the nail shattering. This is that one Turo thing where he throws the nail and it just shatters. But clearly we don't want it to just stay like this. This doesn't look realistic. It looks cool, but not realistic. Splat timer? Ah, this... Making a timer was surprisingly difficult. Here's an anything to ask. My grandparents were real pack rats due to depression. Are your relatives who were alive in the 40s the same in terms of keeping junk? Well, my grandparents... you guys... Your grandparents lived through the depression. My grandparents lived through communism. They didn't have anything. But everyone's the same. No one has anything. So they do keep some stuff. Like they have like their own like phonographs and stuff like that. They keep old technology they've had, but they didn't have much stuff, so there isn't really much junk to keep in the first place. And then they just don't buy. Like this whole consumerism thing is very like US centric, so they don't really store stuff. There's the nail being pulled out. This was a lot sped up in the actual video, but this is what the base looked like. Like they'll keep old utensils. Like my grandma has like kitchenware from their wedding. This was fun to make. It was the Iono logo popping. Whoops, the audio's in there. What we doing, V? We're looking through some old footage and deciding what to delete permanently because I need more storage space. Then we have the little sound wave. That's what showed up at the end of the videos. Okay, this music is being way too loud, isn't it? Well, it's too loud in my ear. Don't know why, but being labeled as the streak... The streak... It's because I can't spell, isn't it? It's because I can't spell. It's because the streak... Listen, as long as I know what it is, I can't find it later, but... And then we have the Larry walk. So I have like a green screen of Larry just walking by looking at stuff. I think this is slightly longer. Yeah. Oh, this stuff I probably definitely won't need ever again. This is from the Melanie video, from the introduction, where she like breaks through the map. I don't know, there's a lot of... These stats bars I'll probably delete. I thought it was cool to have them in some videos, but they're a bit of a pain to make. Like, I still have the actual file, but you have external hard drives so you can back stuff up to. I have 4 external hard drives, which are also full. So no, I do not. Larry walking up an escalator until legends cure him / Victini. Oh boy. I don't think this even did anything. I know I had other status bars that I might delete, but... Oh, and this is the shooting star that turns into an X, and I thought this was really cool. Boom. This is such a silly animation, but I don't know, I liked it. Because it was like, oh, you're entering the new world. Bam, X. Can X become champion? Then we had the little curse sphere. When the Pokemon was cursed, like this was around them. Kind of this looks like a soccer ball. This looks like a soccer ball. But, as you can see clearly, very, very professional editing from me right here. It's very aligned, totally. I hope I hope nobody noticed it, but yeah, if we do get black and white remakes, I hope it's not like BDSP. Hopefully not. Then we have the Terrapagos eyes. This is just for like the intro episode. It was a lot of playing around in After Effects. And then there's like little speed lines, and then I think the eyes just disappeared. So it was a very small effect. But it was fun to make, kind of just the eyes. Shooting star. I think this one does turn into an X at the end. No, this is the base, and then I had to like fit the X one into here. So I had to make sure that these align. And then it was also the shooting star version, so this is while it's moving. This was like the little chemtrail of the shooting star. Conquest Ihon. I don't think chemtrail is the right word, but you know, stardust falling off of the shooting star. I also was gonna have like this kind of didn't make it too much in the final video. But the idea behind it was whenever each of the curses like appears, there's gonna be like the little star motif at the end. I don't think I ended up using it, but I basically like aligned the stars so that they look like each of the. So this is supposed to look like a snail. So like this is the shell, and then this is the little snail body. I think the leopard one was the hardest. I think I just made it like the face of the leopard. Because I don't know how to make a leopard out of stars. Hi, Spuddy. Good morning. Hope you're doing good as well. I'm doing very little deleting right now. And we got the fish. I feel like the fish is one of the easier ones to tell. I did use these in the trailer video, but I don't think I ended up using them in the main stuff for season 2. And then the deer, this was also hard to figure out, so I just kind of made it like the face. Pegasus is literally just a square. Have you compressed stuff before? I don't think I have. Are you saying I should put these all in a zip file? And then of course we got the anime speedlines. This is the most this is the most commonly used special effect, and then it freezes at one point. So if I want to use it for like longer than 5 seconds, I just have to loop it back and hope nobody notices, because I don't know why it freezes at the 7-second mark, but it's just half of it is just a solid line. I did try to make all of the Iono GIFs, because it was easier to use Iono as already like a pre-rendered GIF. I just have like GIFs of Iono just chilling, which I probably don't know if I'll ever need, but I'm gonna keep them in case I want to do another like Iono shows up in a thing. Then there's some of the more... Okay, this one I probably won't ever use again. It's the Glimmet Ice from the Gita video. It actually has one more Pokemon, and it's Glimmet. Oh, just pronounce it J like the peanut butter. Jif. Oh yeah, and then I do have like the start of battle lines. This actually looks so much nicer. So this was supposed to like... But this also stops at the 5-second mark. I don't know. I don't know how to use After Effects, gamers. Watch this also stop at the 5-second mark. But it's supposed to look like the start of a Pokemon battle. As long as that start screen only lasts for 3 seconds, because it freezes right after. But you know, only the best in this chat. See, we had the Magic Circle. This was from Season 1. This was the Season 1 Magic Circle. This was fun to make. Why 5 seconds exactly? I have zero idea. And then this was supposed to be like evolution effects. So you have like little sparkles coming out. I barely use these. Like little bubbles. I think I used these for the badge animations actually in Season 2. Bro's about to summon Exodia, right? Alright, this actually works. Hold on. What? This one doesn't break at the 2-second mark. And then we have the Starry-Eyed Wooloo. Or this is like really excited about food and got a little drool. I don't use this ever. This is such a cute little animation. What the heck? Like little eye jiggles and everything. And then of course the vortex. We gotta keep the vortex. This is used in all the seasons. Space-time vortex. If you delete anything Wooloo, then I'm unsubbing. Yeah, don't worry, I won't. Okay, this is the stuff I might actually delete though, which is like the stat boxes. Because I think I was trying to like showcase, yeah, like, oh, their Manitan changes form and then he gains these stats, and like, this is very short. Like, it's, I don't know how good of a visual this is, realistically. Like, I'm not really satisfied with it. But I have like a bunch of these. Stats, Torkoal. Like, a lot of these are just to display the stats. I'm not even like doing any changes to it. It's just like, here's the stats of this Pokemon. I think I'm just gonna nuke these. I'm gonna keep the color math one just in case I ever want to make more, but because I had to like look at how off this is. Look at how bad this is. Hello, Cookie. And this is all like After Effects stuff. So like, you set up the After Effects file and then you just have like a color conversion. But I doubt I'll use these. Or if I do, I need to like reformat them a lot. So I'm gonna delete them. They don't take up much space, but we're gonna get rid of them. We're getting rid of these guys. And then we have the Alistair opening animation. This was. And we have the Milo flex. This is the Milo video. Look at Milo's free from his chains, gamers. What was I gonna show here? Oh yeah, this is that starting animation where Alistair like. I didn't know how to animate this actually. So what I did instead is I rendered each version out. So this is like Alistair just sitting there with the clouds moving, and then there's Alistair with his hand in a candy and the clouds moving. So I just lined them up and then cut depending on where, so that the clouds would match in the background, because I didn't know how to match these. This is so bootleg. What is the difference? Mask power? I don't even know what the difference is here. I genuinely don't know. Let's see it all together. Okay, yeah, he takes the candy here. Oh, this is where he takes the masks. Yeah, so I had them all lined up and I just cut them like based on whatever was happening so that the background didn't change, but the Alistair changed. I'm now realizing I could have just had a composition where it's just the background moving and I put the Alistair sprites in, and I didn't need the the mask is from the Cursula, of course. Nya 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 nya. Wow, wow, wow. This is so silly. And then the chewing animation, and then it calms down a little bit, and then it's just happy vibing. That sounds like so much work. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing, but you want to do it anyways. Unnecessarily complicated. And then this is the angry Cursor. And again, I kind of looped it for a bit longer because I don't know. 2D munch, yeah. Yum 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 yum. And then I think this was like the final. Oh yeah, because I wanted to do like credits at the start. So this was the Alistair video. It's supposed to look all cool and stuff. And I'm glad I actually have this file, so I like fixed it for just like the movie version. Hi Hyperbra, thank you for dropping by. And then I just layered in the other stuff of Alistair moving. I don't think I can even open these files, can I? No. A lot of these files I can't open because it's like a heckin' MOV file instead of whatever this is. And Windows is just like, I refuse to open these now. They used to open these. Now they don't. And it's like I have to buy... Like if I wanted to open them, I have to buy like heckin' additional stuff. It's encoded in a RLE format, whatever. It's just like, oh, give us more money so you can read these file formats. I can open them in Premiere. And that's all that matters. But I can't show them on stream. I think I'm gonna... This takes up the most storage, but I kind of want to keep it. I have it backed up on a external as well. Yeah, this is 50 gigs. So I might toss this in the D drive once we clean that up. Yeah, the second mask is when he's supposed to get the Sans Undertale look. How long did you do this method? I guess non-composition. I don't know. A lot of times I look back and I'm like, I did this the dumbest way possible. DJ G Rave Danig. I think this is supposed to say dancing. I don't know. I kind of want to keep these files just in case I need to like do more special effects, because the special effects is the stuff that takes the longest. But I'll move them to the D drive, because I'm not actively using them. And then OBS recordings, this is like the more active stuff that I'm using. I was gonna do a video on the Trainers and Legends Arceus, and then I realized there's only like 5 of them. I don't know if it's still worth making the video. The thing that's stopping me is actually there was what do you call it? There were trainers that exist that you don't actually get to battle in the game, which was wild. Yeah, we can't fight these guys. So they show up, but you can't actually fight them. Like, you see them battling. Well, first there's this guy, Beauregard. He's a trainer, but we don't get to fight Beauregard. But if you walk into this arena, there's these two that are fighting. They're clearly having a Pokemon battle. Miki and I don't know who the other guy is. Miki and Ren. So they exist as trainers, but you don't actually ever get to fight them. So I was like, I don't know if this would be an interesting video, but I do have the recordings. The Trainers and Legends Arceus. Let's talk about the Misfortune Sisters. Yeah, literally. And then the other thing is, it's hard to encounter them, right? So like, you can fight the Misfortune Sisters out in the wild, but it's very RNG based on where they do show up, when they do show up. So I think I only have Clover. And then this guy, he's wild. Russ or whatever. He got the 3 starters you need. And he's the Gate Guardian. They're like level 75. I was gonna make a video on camping. I think I still will. Like, what was the point of camping in Sword and Shield? I forgot to put this in my schedule. I already have this recorded. I just need to edit it. They do have different dialogue if you, and again, this makes it a bit harder to make the video because you gotta find them twice. But it is what it is. I'm gonna keep this. Let me do a notepad. Let me take some notes on this so I know what's going on. Cleaning notes. Alright, so for the Trainers and ZA, I'm gonna keep this as pending because it's a silly idea, so I might. Pending, silly idea. If I ever need like a silly idea video, it doesn't take up that much storage. Camping video. Edit it, you dingus. I already have the voice recording and everything. Character runs, this doesn't. I was gonna do fishing in video games. I don't know if I still want to do this video, but I have like 1 recording of me fishing in Paper Mario. I was kind of gonna do like an exploration of the different ways you can fish, because some games have very complicated fishing mechanics, and some are very silly and it's just for collection. And the opening line was, a wise man once said, "You give man fish, you feed him for a day. You teach man how to fish." He put it in every single video game for some reason. I don't. It doesn't hit. I don't know. I'm awkward. But that's the idea, at least, because there's fishing in like almost every single video game, even if it has nothing to do with fishing. Like, why does Sonic Frontiers have fishing in it? Anyways, this is the Fuji B-roll, the green B-roll. What do I? Oh yeah, me fighting Mewtwo. Mario Kart World. Am I ever gonna do anything on Mario? I think this is like from streams. I think this might be a stream, actually. No. This is not a stream. I don't remember recording these. I might delete these. Maybe I had like random B-roll? Solid opening line. Because the big cat got a fish, I guess. I have been sleep recording. No, sometimes I have like ideas for stuff I want to do and then I start recording but I don't write them down and then I forget. Like I think this is just like generic exploration. Like if I ever need this, I can just hop on Mario Kart again. Yeah, this is just like generic explore. I might delete. Yeah, I think I'm deleting these. Unless there was like something special in this footage, but was there anything special in this footage? I think this is just my first race. I think this is just a brand new game. Okay, I'll keep this. Yeah, this is literally just you start a new file. But they have you racing as this guy? That doesn't sound right. I might have just picked this guy. Yeah, this was my first race. I'll keep this footage. No. My first race ever. I can spell gamers, I promise I can spell. And then I'm gonna just, yeah, fine, I'll keep it. This is what happens. Oh yeah, Miriam gamers. You guys know Miriam? You guys know Nurse Miriam from Pokemon? Nurse Miriam. Nurse Miriam. You guys know the nurse? You guys, oh, I don't know if I can show this on stream. I just googled it, but whatever. You guys know Nurse Miriam from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I started a run as her. I don't think I got very far. Sunflora chase? I did the Sunflora chase, so I'm like at the second badge. Safe search on, safe search. Yeah, I should have toggled. But I'll probably do a Miriam run at some point. Just because I personally thought the character was cool. Because like she had like some motives in the game. Like wanted to actually be a teacher but as a nurse. And a lot of her Pokemon are like nurse related, like health related. And I also wanted to just have a run on the Switch 2. So Miriam is my Switch 2 run that I need to finish at some point. And then I'll make the video. And this is gonna be like the Switch 2 version of Scarlet Violet, so we can see if we can even see any differences between the Switch 2 version and the Switch 1 version. Here we have all the missing nodes that we've used. A little bit of... This is from the Sabrina video. So apparently one of the card artists did these, but then they deleted it. I'm assuming Pokemon was not happy with these existing. So I just kind of kept the ghosts for funsies, but... There's the Eclair, the Turret Drew. There's just a giant heckin' Eclair monster. I don't... And then Michael went and designed this heckin' abomination. Corrosion, regen... Look at all the effort he put into this. Known moves: Toxic, Protect, Recover, Acid Armor. Favorite run so far that you've done? I think it's gotta be the Milo run. I like grass types. And then there was like a back version of it, a failed Pokemon, and he gave it lore. I love this. This didn't show up in the actual video, but I appreciated this, and now you get to see it too. And then there's the back version as well. And there's Tui, and then Turret Drew like the full evolution line. Like this is if it's more ghost type than fire type. Like this is really cool because it's like actually spirit birds on it. This could be a mega. I could totally see this being like a mega evolution for that Pokemon. But we'll keep these. I might store them for later. The Misty B-roll, our B-roll's gonna go away. Movie 1. I don't think I need this anymore. Yeah, I just had like some extra stuff. Okay, this is going. This is going in delete. Backgrounds and B-rolls. This is like commonly used backgrounds that I have. So like when they're talking, and then there's the lighthouse for 1 minute. If you ever wonder why I have the lighthouse randomly in the background for a bunch of videos, it's this. Nice and accessible. Sabrina B-roll, keep this just in case. Sheldon tickets, this is going into... Do I even keep the Sheldon tickets video? I don't think I'm gonna need this stuff ever again. I think this is gonna go. Hello, Bengala. I mean, this was like a very quickly put together when more third kids dropped. Like, I made this for when the third kids dropped, but like, this is just very generic footage. Raiders announcements, Turf for Anarchy. I think this goes. I'm not gonna reference this ever again. Or if I do, it's just generic footage I can grab. I'll need them for Splatoon 4. Don't give me these ideas. There a reason the Splatoon stuff fell off, or just kind of happened? I mean, I can give you the reason if you wanna like see the numbers for it, but ultimately it comes down to like viewership and interest. So if we do this, like Sheldon video got like 7,000 views. This video got 200,000 views. I think I did like another Splatoon one a while back, and it wasn't performing all that well either. So it just comes down to like the algorithm doesn't push it, or there's just not as much interest in the community. Like, I know Chara and Dude stuff gets viewed a lot, but like 5,000. So it's like a lot of effort for very little. So like this, they got 5,000. It's a week's worth for 25 bucks. So ask yourself, would you go to work for 40 hours a week and then make $25? Mind you, this is before tax, so it's more like $18. And before health insurance costs, so it's more like $15 for 40 hours of work, and it's like, okay, well, it's not sustainable. The idea is, if I figure out how to make them quicker, so I can make like 2 of these in a week, then yes. But so like this one didn't take a week. The Range Blaster one, this took like maybe a day or 2, so that's not that big of a deal. But some of the more research-based Splatoon guides, which is what I like to do, like this one, the best way to get Sheldon licenses, that one got $12. And I had to spend a lot of extra time like getting all this random B-roll that I probably will never need ever again. So this was about like 3 days of work for 12 bucks. It's so it's not sustainable. Yeah, funny enough, the tax in the US is like 30% if you're self-employed. And you know how in the US they're like, oh no, Europeans, they get taxed a lot? Like, you hear that in the news all the time. You're like, man, the Europeans, they have free healthcare, but man, their tax is so high. Do you know how surprised I was when I was in Bulgaria and I was talking to my friend, and he's like, why don't you just move back? And I'm like, but what do I do about taxes? And he's like, yeah, you're right, taxes are really high. So I was like, how much do you pay? Like, I just was like, how much do you pay in taxes, my friend? All right, Chad, I'm gonna let you guys guess. I'm gonna give you a moment to guess how much do you think taxes are in Bulgaria? How much tax do people pay there? That my friend said, oh my gosh, taxes are actually really high. I'm gonna give you guys a moment while I delete this before I decide to store it when I don't need to. All right, I'm seeing 60%, 15%. We'll let one more person guess, and then I'll give you guys the answer. This is a video I haven't made yet. The answer was 10%. So Bulgaria just decided, they're like, we're just gonna do a flat 10% tax, like income tax. I pay 30% here. And this doesn't include health insurance or retirement savings. And that's just the tax. I'm just like, what is going on? What do you mean 10% is a lot? So I'm tempted to move back to Europe just for the heckin' lower tax rate, because I'd rather pay 10% and have healthcare included. Yeah, we have lower taxes for the rich. I'm over here like 30% tax, and then I have to pay for my own health insurance, which is heavily subsidized because I'm so broke. And it's still still like $100 a month. And then I don't know how much actually goes into Social Security, if that'll even exist. So I have to set some amount for like savings, retirement eventually, but it's wild. If you're single and you rent, America hates you. Yeah, pretty much. This is the squid roll glitch. I'm gonna keep this because this got deleted from the game, but it's you could squid roll in the outside of your ink. So I'll keep this. New player experience. What is this? Oh, this is me starting that new save. Do I want to keep this footage? Will I ever use this footage? New player experience. Here's the lobby. Here's a generic game where I believe the people it put me against had like very high ranking badges. And then I did my second game or something like that, and it was like top 500 player. And I was like, that's great. I mean, I still intend on making Splatoon stuff, so I'll make Splatoon content when Raiders comes out, because there's gonna be more interest and hype in the game. But like right now, Splatoon is like at a low, which is why I'm not making much content for it, but... Where does it show the tags? I guess it wasn't that overpowered, but it felt like it was putting me in very strong lobbies like right away. Like it figured out, hey, this guy, he's played this game before. He's Smurf. I was just like, I don't have any good gear. I might delete this as well. It's nice to have new player footage though. So I'm not sure, maybe I should keep the new player footage. What do you gamers think? And then the store is open for the first time. You can kind of see them all full. I mean, worst case, I can just start a new account. You can always make a new Smurf account, yeah. Yeah. Alright, we're nuking this. New player experience. Delete. Stream clips. This folder is empty. I should have set it up where... So my idea for this was... I see a lot of creators who stream a lot. They'll do like clips while they're live streaming and then they'll make it into a short that's kind of funny. So my idea was to, have it set up because I do be streaming on the Fridays and I can take clips of funny or interesting moments and then make them into shorts. As you can tell, I forget to do this. This is perhaps not a priority in my mind. SV Graphics, this was the comparison video I made between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 version. And I like this folder because it's all the glitches I've run into. Like the bug, where there's a bug just hanging out in the middle of the Arven battle. Look at he's just hanging out there. It's a double battle. And then we have the funky sunrise. This isn't really a glitch, I suppose, but it was visually very... Look at this sunrise. Look at how wild this is. There's like a party up in here. Then we have the no table glitch. This is when we went to make a sandwich so we can find more EVs. And you know, I tried to reset it. I was like, oh, what if I, you know, reset the world? Maybe it's having issues because it was in and out. And then and then I went to make a sandwich and the table just didn't spawn. Who needs tables? Only the best in Scarlet and Violet. Only the dirt sandwich. This was hilarious. I'm glad I was recording this. The Mona tutorial. I think this was just like the hair. I forget. I don't remember there being a glitch here. I think I just wanted this in the video. Or maybe it's just to show like how low the FPS is, and I don't remember why this is here. But Blue Staravia? You guys remember Blue Staravia? This was perhaps the best glitch. I want glitches like this, where it's like the Pokemon becomes discolored somehow. Like, why is this not Shiny Staravia for real, for real? This looks cool. I'm keeping this footage. The TM Sync glitch. You know, we can swim. We gotta go pick up a TM. So we're making our way downtown. It's the location of the TM. And I love how every time I talk about these, there's some random commenter who's like, yeah, that's what you get for modding your Switch. And I'm like, no, it's not modded. I even stopped and slowed down. And then... I guess dive does exist in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Thankfully it did reset me. It counted as out of bounds, so it did take me out of the water, which was nice. So then I was like, alright, maybe it was that part of the water. Surely it won't happen again, right? Surely it won't happen again. Anyways, if you wonder why I complain about this game, surely it won't happen a third time. It won't happen a third time, right? Okay, it'll let me leave the water. That's good. I was concerned that I might not be able to pick up this darn TM during this whole run. Funny enough, it was the TM for and I can't leave. Now I'm stuck here. I don't have fly yet. Wait, I don't think you'd fly is the thing here. Okay, so I could fly out, but like, this should not be happening. This is me trying to get out of the water. And then finally it fixed itself, I think. No, I couldn't get out. I was stuck. I didn't show this in the video. I couldn't. This is the peak. This is a $60 game from the best media selling franchise. The homie can't get out of the water. I need a lifeguard. I saved just in case. I'm like, if I'm stuck here, like, what if the game breaks? Let me out. Thankfully I could fly. Thankfully you can just fly away. But And I think I just needed to pick up like something else from over here. But yeah. The super long load time. I believe this was the Kofu video. And they're like, alright, it's time to fight the gym. Are you ready? I'm ready. Is the game ready? That's a different question you're asking right there. Is the game ready? I mean, it released. Yeah. Yep. It's a nice screen though. Part of me doesn't mind because it is a very nice visual screen, so I'm glad I have like footage of it if I ever need to like just have like a starting soon screen or something. But it took way too long to process. Then there's the Rhyme video where we went to the Treasure Eatery. The famed Treasure Eatery. If the floor says it's famed, I trust it. A lot of people have walked through that floor. So of course the floor would know. Oh, there he is. There he is. The game crashed. I think this was because it was raining and it was trying to process all the rain. So I beat up this guy. And then we're like, alright, it's time to chase the guy. So I'm chasing the guy. And the game just dies. Didn't speedruns for Scarlet and Violet get cut by like an hour after Switch 2 release due to faster load times? Probably. Also, I know they don't do them in Scarlet because the jet engines from the guy makes the game lag a bit. This was actually not a glitch. Oh wait, this is the snow skin glitch. Yes, this is a glitch. This is the powdered donut version of Koraidon. Yeah, it's Violet that has the jet engines, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these because these are funny. I don't know if I want to keep these. Like it was just the area to. No. I'm gonna get some popcorn chicken for lunch. Sorry, my dad's texting me. He's like, "What do you want for lunch?" Popcorn chicken. And chicken egg roll. Corn dog. I haven't had a corn dog in forever. And chicken slider. I think I want a chicken slider as well. Do I want a chicken slider as well? I don't think he can bring it up to Ohio. Hi, Ian. Chicken slider. Let me. Can I edit an image on the phone? Save the photos. Bruh. I just wanna. Okay, well, it says he read it. Hopefully he knows. Okay. Back to this. I think I'm gonna. Let's see, what he say? He said, okay, awesome. I would like a salad though, but that's not an option. It's just chicken stuff. I kind of want to keep, yeah, these are actually good to have though if I ever want to showcase, you know. This is, yeah, I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna keep these. I'm not gonna make the video ever again, but video effects, welcome tour. Oh, I never made this video. Would you guys like the video on welcome tour? Because I did stream the welcome tour. I finished it up when I got to Bulgaria. And And I was gonna do a review video of it, but I feel like it's a little bit late at this point, but I can still make the video anyways. Welcome tour video. Make it. Like, I took notes on everything, I just never bothered to like script it out, because I was like, well, it's already been months since it came out. But I did have thoughts about it. So if you guys are interested, I can make the welcome tour video at some point. Or I can just not hyper edit it. I can just do the thing where like I just talk over the video footage without having the big editing. Okay, now we're running into the territory of games that that are taking up a lot of storage. Well, this one isn't. This is the Wuthering Waves game. I've deleted this from my computer. It was a gacha game, kind of competing with Genshin. I made a video on it once, but I kind of got tired of the gacha games. Like they just felt like money sinks. Like the quality is good, they have good music, but it's too much. Like if you ever play gacha games, like you just play one gacha game, 2 at most. I was playing 4. It was not a fun time, but I did record it. I didn't bother labeling my footage. But like the visuals of this game looked nice, but at the same time, I felt like the storytelling wasn't quite there. Like visually, this looks impressive. Like this, I've looked at like Cap playing Dark Souls, and I believe this game is a bit inspired by Dark Souls. Like it looks pretty. The music is good. I just was not enjoying the storytelling. Like the way they tell the stories. The story itself is alright, but I don't know. It just felt all over the place. I don't know if I'll ever use this footage for anything, realistically. So I don't know if I should keep it. But part of me is like, maybe if I ever do like a video essay on these games, I have like footage from them, so I don't have to like reinstall the game. So I'm like on the fence on whether or not I should keep these recordings or not. Say what you will about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, at least its gacha mechanics don't require you to spend money. Exactly. Yeah, I think if 2 made it a bit easier to get the cores for pulling in the gacha, people would not complain as much. But it is a bit of a grind if you're trying to get like all the blades for 2. I understand how it's a bit of a grind. And like they have some cool cutscenes here. Speaking of Xenoblade 2, funny thing, a waiter at a restaurant I was at recently was named Padrig. Oh my gosh, he never heard of the game, but thought it was a fun coincidence. Did he know what green looks like? I mean emerald. Did he know what emerald looks like? I don't know, I might keep some of, I might specifically watch through some of these and keep like the rendered cutscenes perhaps, but without keeping everything else. Because the rendered cutscenes do look nice, and I might use them in a video at some point. But I'll sort this stuff off stream, so I think this is what I'll do. Wuthering Waves, keep rendered scenes, delete other stuff. Hello Thomas, I've been good. Kind of preparing for... I need more storage space so I can record ZA stuff once it comes out. So I'm kind of just going through old footage I have and reminiscing on stuff, deciding what to keep and what to delete. I don't know if I need to poke Spuddy, because once I have this cleaned up, I'm gonna do another like live stream recording of a character run. And hopefully I can get it done like before ZA comes out, like the recordings at least, and then we can stream ZA once ZA comes out. Let's see, Xenoblade X. I did start Xenoblade X, but I got very bored of Xenoblade X. I got very, very bored. Like there was this whole section where there's 6 different units you can join. These units do these things. Which unit are you going to join? It felt like I was like doing like orientation at a university. And I know a lot of people love this game. I don't know. It wasn't quite for me. Also, I made my guy look like Malos. I'm so bad at character creators. Sometimes I try to make the character look like me, but sometimes I just give up and I'm like, it's Malos from Xenoblade 2. I do hear the story is good in this. I just couldn't quite get into it. World, the joke, yeah. I need to do the same thing with my Switch. Too many games, not enough space. Exactly. What's a good one to play? If you're gonna play Xenoblade, is just do them in order. So Xenoblade 1, 2, then 3. If you like it enough, X is also pretty, but X is like its own separate thing. Technically you can play Xenoblade 2 before you play Xenoblade 1, but you want to play both 1 and 2 before you play 3. Otherwise you might be confused about some characters. When ZA comes out, what challenges are you going to do? It really depends on how the game is structured, because right now I don't really know how the battles are going to work. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Right, there's the whole ranking thing going from rank Z to rank A. But that's, what, like 27 letters? So is that going to be like fighting 27 gym leader equivalents to rank up? Or is there going to be gym leaders like the Corbeau guy? 26. Oh yeah. My bad. So it really depends on how the game is structured. As long as there's like enough of like, oh, this is like a big name challenge versus like, oh, you fight random NPC whose name starts with the letter S to get into the S rank. Yeah, it might be like the Sun and Moon games, which I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's like the Sun and Moon games, where there's like a very clear, definitive, like, this is a major challenge point. And then it also depends on how well I can replicate the battle strategies, right? Because now you're moving around a bunch. So it's like, I can play really good at dodging, but if the NPC character I'm playing as doesn't dodge at all, will that impact how the game works? So that's something I need to see, like experience firsthand, and then kind of go from there. So unfortunately, I don't have enough information to make a solid plan on how I'm gonna do character runs in ZA, which worries me a bit because there's a lot of like uncertainty. And then there's also the additional uncertainty of what if people don't like the game, because that kind of happened with Scarlet and Violet. So like, viewership was very low because a lot of people did not play the games or finish the games, so they did not care about whether or not the characters in them could become champion. So there's a lot of dependencies there, a lot of dependencies. Worst case, if ZA does not get a good reception or it's not very replayable, kind of like Legends Arceus. Like, Arceus is an amazing game to play through once. But once you start doing multiple runs of it, you realize it's kind of boring. And there's not really much of a challenge until basically the very end of the game. So it's very much up in the air with ZA. I think worst case, I might do like fan games, or I think I found a way to access black and white, so I might do like black and white runs. BDSP is an option, but the reason I don't want to do BDSP, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, by the way, I know it sounds like a different acronym, is because a lot of I like to basically do the same team as the characters have in the post game. So Cerebi BDSP rematch. So it would be really cool if I did a run as, say, Gardenia, right? Because she has a heckin' Sunflora that literally just runs Choice Scarf Solar Beam, which would be hilarious to do a run of in the actual game. Until you look at how you get a Choice Scarf in BDSP, and you realize it's a Battle Park item. And then you realize most of the items and TMs they use in the post-game rematch are from this thing. So you can't even get them in the early game. So it kind of makes it not as fun to do runs in BDSP just because majority of the stuff is limited to post-game. And it's a lot of grinding. So like this is 25 battle points, you get like 3 battle points per clear. Maybe there's like a way I can like speedrun the clears, but like literally all their items are post-game. Half their TMs are post-game. So I would just have to sit there and grind post-game for like a couple of days just to get all of their items. And it's not as fun. Like I enjoy the part where it's like you're exploring the world and it's like, oh, we cleared city number 3 and that's where you find this item that they're using, or that's where you get this TM, and that's how they got this TM. And in this game, it's literally they just went to the battle tower at the end. And I don't know, it doesn't seem as interesting to me to do. Which is why I haven't done BDSP. 26 letters, and I hope you have some detective side quests. Yeah, detective side quests would be cool. Optional side quests are a great thing. I would love to have optional side quests. In fact, there's a video I wanted to do on ZA, which is ranking all the side quests that they give us. Because there's like over 100, right? I think it's like 150 side quests that you get in, not ZA, on Arceus. So I wanted to talk about which ones are really well executed, which ones are more like a silly fetch quest, stuff like that. I heard in Alola that every Mega just suffers while Lucario just gets more aura. Maybe. You said Black and White was Season 5 in one of your shorts. You have to wait until then for Black and White. Yeah, the reason waiting for Black and White is I could do the original games, but based on the releases Pokemon has done, I suspect that we're gonna get a Black and White remake in the next couple of years. Like, ZA is kind of like a spin-off game in a way, and then they're gonna have like their main series, Gen 10, whatever, and after that it's gonna be a remake, which will most likely be Black and White. So it's Black and White remakes are likely a year or two away. Why Oshawott is the best Pokemon? Osha, what? Yeah, you can't get some Pokemon until the post-game. Gen 2 run next after Season 3. I don't have a way to record Gen 2, otherwise I would. I am working on the side quest in Legends Arceus, yeah. If Rolling with Sphere is not a top side quest. Right? Like, they had some very wild inside quests, and then there were some where it's like, just give me a Geodude so he can hold my pickles or something like that. I forget, he was like a pickle stone. What if Johto remake? I would be very happy with a Johto remake. In fact, that would be the optimal outcome. Is Johto remake and then Black and White remake. Because then you have the two best games remade. And then the last thing I have here is Atelier Yumiya. This is my unsorted footage. I really love this game. This was going to be my game of the year if it wasn't a glitchy mess on the Switch. Like, I genuinely had such an amazing time playing through it. I loved the exploration and the story. Like, there were some things about it that were imperfect, but this is like a solid 9 out of 10 game for me. And I wanted to do a video on it, but I need to label all this footage. This is like half of the game. The other half of the game is labeled, so. But I would recommend this game. Like, if you're ever looking for like a game you haven't played, like a series you haven't played, Atelier Yumiya is the way to go. Like, you have like you can build your bases. So if you like designing, you can design your base. I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much. This girl, she's voiced by the same voice actress as Bocce the Rock, and she acts like Bocce, so she's Blue Bot. Anyways, we should get into the D drive because I don't think I achieved anything in the C drive. Nintendo, now we want a remake. The Blueberry Academy was full of Gen 5. Yeah. And then I feel like Nintendo really likes Gen 5 as well, especially Clay. I don't know who at the Pokemon Company loves Clay so much, but they've been gassing this man up so much. I actually like the Pika one as well. It's only for the hilarity that happens when Geodude evolves. Yeah. I think Unknown will have something related to the ranks. Ooh, that would be cool. Imagine you get an Unknown every time you rank up. Alright, we got Ace Attorney. This is gonna take a bit longer because the D drive is not SSD, so it takes it a moment to load up. But I gotta delete some stuff from here. If it dares to open. Ace Attorney. That's it. That's it. I have one Ace Attorney recording. I'm deleting this. This is Ace Attorney gone. One recording from almost a year ago, yeah. I kind of want to start from the bottom. I don't want to delete the Connects Become Champion files, but it's 6 terabytes. 6! So many terabytes. I have some random recordings up in here. Do we start from the top or the bottom? What do you guys think? I'm indecisive. If we start from top, we're doing Connects Become Champion videos. And if we start from the bottom, we're doing other games. Seeing some votes for bottom. Alright. So we have Zaneless Zone 0. This is... Oh, now Spuddy said top though. Oh, now we're in the 50-50. We need a tiebreaker. Who's gonna be the tiebreaker? If you look at remake patterns, Gen 1 made it, Gen 2 remake, Gen 4, Gen 3, and Gen 6, and Gen 4, and Gen 8. So we should be getting a Gen 5 remake in Gen 10. Alright. Zaneless Zones here. What are we voting? Do we start with Connects Become Champion footage? Or do we start with these questionable games footage down here? Gen 1 was also remade in Gen 3, yeah. And then Gen 1 was also remade again for Gen 8. I feel like Brian's gonna want to go with the bottom half because this game seems... I can't believe. Connects Become... Oh, okay. I'm surprised. All right. So season 3, we're not gonna touch this. But this is all my season 3 files. We're about at the halfway point of season 3. Steven Stone. I need to get my notepad up again. Steven Stone script. We're gonna have a Can Steven Stone Become Champion at some point. No, I'm not. Well, yeah, I have to clear some of this footage so we can have space for the next game. Leaving the best for last. Edit it, you ding. Oh, you were voting to delete. Yeah, we're deleting some of these. We have to delete some of these. I need the storage space. I think we'll start from the bottom. Archive streams. What is here? Windtrace. Mario Party ending friendships? Among Us? I don't think I'm ever doing anything with these streams, but these are like VODs that don't exist anywhere else on the internet. Yeah, I wanted to make videos out of these. I think Windtrace is Genshin Impact. Yo, who remembers this starting soon screen? Man, this was ages ago. Who did we even... I think this is just me playing Windtrace, but I don't... This was with randoms. Oh no, we had Turret. Turret's not a random. Turret's a friend. And Orono. Oh, I remember these guys. I'm saving this. This is good memories. What is this stream? This is Splatoon. Is this Splatoon 2? Camp Trick? I'm keeping this. Okay, we're not touching the archive streams. This is a video I wanted to make. This is the speedrun I did. Where I speedrun the game using just a Suicune. And it was like Signa Suit Chris. And I never made it into a video. But I should, right? Like this is a perfect thing to make into a video. I speedrun the game. I didn't take any notes, so that was my problem here. I could watch back through this, or I could just run it back. I could just do it again. Cause I was like, oh, you can just, like at the start of the game, you can just go and catch a Suicune, and it's like a guaranteed spawn. And they didn't have the thing where Pokemon of high level disobey you, so you could just run through the game with a level 80 Suicune. And that was a speedrun category. I think we make the video, right? Suicune run. I don't know how to spell Suicune. Suicune speedrun. Make the video, dingus. Filler content filler, I suppose. Because this was supposed to be, this was like inspired by the Signa Suit Chris. From Master ZX. Because I thought she looked cool. Like she got a Suicune with her. This is how you wait, did I misspell Steven? I'm keeping it misspelled because it's funnier that way. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, she showed up, she had... I kind of wanted to try the other two characters, but like Lugia and Celebi aren't exactly like easy to get. But this was a fun idea. I like this. We'll make this into a video. At some point. I have so much videos I can... Mustard. Oh, we're gonna... Do we nuke Mustard? I don't think I'm ever gonna touch the Mustard stuff. I don't... Only if you then consistently misspell and mispronounce it in the video too, and then never bring it. I don't even know how to pronounce the misread Steven. Yeah, I think Mustard's gonna go. I mean, maybe there's like some footage of me battling Mustard that I should keep. But I genuinely don't know if I want to keep any of this. Stephen A. Winden, BD, Darkest Day, Rose, Level Grind, 2 tower, picking towers. I might save the towers footage, but I might delete the other stuff. Yeah, he got beat up by Leon, my gosh. I think I delete most of this. Got a new hard drive. I don't. A lot of this is already like backed up on other hard drives though. Mienshao evolves finally. This thing evolved at like level 55 or something dumb like that. Because it's a Gen 5. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this, so we'll delete some of this older footage that we don't really need. Didn't heal versus peers. So we're gonna... If it's backed up, I say delete and leave it on the backup drive. Some of this stuff is backed up and some of it isn't. But like, I generally don't know when I'd want like a fight against Pierce. So this is my biggest problem with all this random footage, right? It's like, it's not really backed up anywhere. But am I ever gonna need it for anything? And I don't think I will. Like, I genuinely don't think I will. What is this? Suicune attacks? Suicune attacks? Why is this in the mustard? Hold on, this is supposed to be somewhere else. I'm glad I didn't just nuke everything. Wait, where did mustard go? Oh, it's date modified. I see. Do you need the Pierce footage for the Steven run? I think I just nuked this stuff. What is this? Like, I'll keep a little bit of. Like, this is just a generic background, yeah. All right, this is all going. Clara Station, Clara Armor. Maybe I'll keep when I catch the Pokemon, so I have a little bit of stuff. Digging Man. Towards the tunnel? What is a tunnel? Oh, towards the tunnel. Okay. Beatty, then Turfield we're gonna delete. Yeah, I'll keep when I catch the Pokemon. And I'll keep some of the relevant stuff. Buying TRs, we don't... Digging Paw Watts, we'll keep the Digging Paw. Holbury, Clara... Cabo Hammerlock... Still losing. I love the still losing ones. We'll keep Cubfu. Ability Capsule. Might be relevant. Oppo, Hot Bridge, Corviknight. Item collections, we don't care. Gordy, Spike Pierce, we don't care. Blah 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 blah. Then heal. Macrocosmos, Miafu finally evolves. Opening ceremony bead. Darkest Day Rose, level grind. Okay. So we've cleared up a lot of the redundant stuff. I'll keep like a Leon loss as well, just for the funs of it. I'll keep the 93. Tundra. We don't need the Tundra. Okay, so we'll keep these. I must ask, what is your opinion on Hollow Knight Silksong crashing multiple things such as Steam or Nintendo eShop? I think it's hilarious, because they should have known we're getting, like, people have been waiting for this game for 6 years. They're gonna take the day off and wowed. It just shows how little redundancy there is in the network connections that we have. So like the servers can only handle so much, and usually they don't need to have that much. They should have rented more servers, is what I'm saying. Like, this is nothing new. Ordering the Switch 2, it crashed. Any other major game release, servers crash. Like, this is... They need to be more prepared, but it's also kind of funny. Okay. The horses. I think this was like raid battles against the horses. Ooh. I'll keep this. We'll keep the horses. The horses can stay. Chairman Rose video. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Follow-up question, maybe buying it. I slightly considered doing a Hollow Knight stream today instead of this. Because I never played Hollow Knight itself. Well, I played it for like 15 minutes, died, lost everything I had collected, and then just didn't turn the game on again afterwards. So I thought it would be funny if everyone else is streaming Silksong going, oh my gosh, look at Silk, and I'm over here like, I haven't played Hollow Knight. So I'm playing Hollow Knight. How do you record on your Switch? I have a capture card. So the little cable that has the HDMI, it goes into the capture card and that splits the video so that one end goes into the TV so you can see it on the TV, and then another end goes into like a USB port that you can plug into your computer and you can get the footage that way. I don't know. Should I try Silksong? I mean, if you gamers are interested enough, I could do like Silksong streams, but just to support the studio. I don't know if I'll like the game though. I'm not a big fan of Metroidvanias. So I don't know. Alright, Rose video. Q-Fant egg, we'll keep. Clink, we'll keep. Mines will keep, but the Pharaoh Seed part I want to keep because this is something I like to reference, which is how hard it is to find random encounter Pokemon when it's a 1% spawn. Yeah, Trace is ridiculously strong. I was not expecting Let's Go games to be this difficult. TR Hunt, Trunda, Peony. I think showing up to the Tundra and seeing Peony as Rose is kind of funny. Bead, Mines, Fire Gym. Powering up the team. Panic planning. What is panic planning? What is this? Is it me trying to figure out what moves I can teach them so I could try to win? Yeah, I'm not gonna keep this. Right Hand Museum, Stone Side, Ghost Gym, Meowth Evolves. Consequences. I'm gonna keep the beady stuff because it's relevant to Rose. Shelmet. More Shelmet. Carablast because you need both. Trade Evolution. Gentleman's Agreement. Why did I name this like this? Why did I do this? Why did I clickbait myself? This wasn't in the video either. I didn't use this footage. Got a fever and the only cure is a Shelmet. What was your favorite run in the Wooloo series? The audience must know. I think the Milo run's my favorite. For the season 1 especially. I think I might be a little bit biased as well because like I was like half dying while making that video. Like I had COVID for the first time and I couldn't breathe and I had to go to the ER, but I was like, no, I need to make this video happen. So I was like sitting in my room quarantined. My parents were like bringing me like trays with food. And I would just be like eating, suffering, and editing. But I lived and I made it. And the video is out. This is such a random video I have, but I'm gonna keep it just because of the naming. Gentleman's Agreement. Mustard Slowpoke. Max Soup, Raihan. Guards running. We'll keep the guard stuff, I guess. Okay, and then we'll keep the Darkest Day just in case, and then we'll delete the rest of this. Rose B-roll. What do we have here? What do we have here? What is this? What is this? This is before I did the move PNGs. I used to do these. I would like eat, edit stuff for a memory. Yeah, pretty much. This is before I started making the root. Oh, this is a whip of carving. We gotta keep the whip of carving. These I'm gonna delete. Kaparaja walking. I'm gonna keep this. Just because of the way I named some of these files, I'm gonna keep them. Expensive jacket, Ferrothorn curse. What do you mean Ferrothorn curse? Oh, he knows the move curse? I'm not keeping this. I think this is just deleting these one by one. Expensive jacket. Yeah, Rose's suit is very expensive in the game. I'll keep it, why not? Iono theme, gone. Hotel room. What is this? Okay, this is nice background footage actually. Yo, Spuddy. Is Spuddy still around? Do you remember this? Cause I don't. This is a random whip of the Iono PNG tuber. I'm keeping this. This is like history right here. I don't. I think it was meant for like a miniature teaser of season 3. Yeah, this is Spuddy's doing, and then this is Sev's doing. I should just make a video game at this point. This is lost media. It really is. Which is why I'm not gonna delete it. Levincia Skyline. Mario Yahoo. Why do I have Minecraft B-roll here? Why is there Minecraft? Why is there Minecraft here? I'm deleting the Minecraft part. Oh, there's a little Mareep. I think this is what I used to give you the Mareep references, by the way. I just I look at the movements it does and take the screenshots. Yeah, this is what I used for the Mareep references. And oh, I'm keeping this. Hold on. Rename. SV camera footage. So this is like the biggest downgrade they did, which is when you take out your camera in Scarlet Violet, there was an option to turn off all this stuff so you could get like a nice visual. But they updated the games and got rid of this, like the ability to turn off the little frame stuff. So if I want to get any like nice background, I have to like walk into a wall and hope there isn't like random stuff going on. It's wild in the stuff I have to do for for some of these videos. Mr. Blocky Sheep survived to the end of that Nuzlocke. Oh yeah, I did. I'm glad Blocky Sheep survived. Minecraft is going. Gordy's going. Steak sound? Oh, this is the sound of pulling out the steak. I can just get another footage of this later. Project Cosmos. This is irrelevant. Rosen Holbury. This is his favorite restaurant. I'll keep this. League cards I can delete. Rose Runnin'. I used to do this for all the intros, where it transitions into saying can they become champion. It's just the character running on this specific route. I'll keep this. Is lost media. I'll keep this. Route 4 camping, we don't care. Route 7. Now we'll nuke. Team Star Battle. Vanillite. Wooloo camping, Wooloo in box. This was like at the end of the Rose video. I was trying to imply that I have a wooloo, but I can just get this footage again. And then it just had like a little wooloo in the box. I'm deleting this one as well. Vanillite, this was for references. Skiddo, this was also for references. Ooh, you guys want to hear more Lost Media stuff? Wow. So originally, Season 3, I believe I have this in the thumbnail section. Connect's plans, I believe. Yeah, let's look at some of the plans for Connect's Become Champion that never existed. This is how delayed some of these videos were. But the idea was to have it like a split world. You know, October for green. Look at this. Look at these plans I had. What year are we? I'm so far behind. Team Star was gonna happen. Team Star did not happen. The Elite Four was gonna happen. There's so many delays in production that a lot, like, I wanted to do a green video and in September 2024. And now green's gonna be the season finale for season 3. In probably like October, November 2025, like a whole year delay. Team Star never happened, the teachers never happened. Oh, this year I was supposed to do the teacher runs and that never happened. This was just keeping track of which characters I've made videos on. I was gonna do videos on these guys. I've technically done 3 of them. I've done Kamado, Volo, and Ingo, but I haven't done Irida Adaman and then Arezu. So I still have like 2 other videos I could make on Arceus. Yeah, there's Skiddo. So the idea was that between the Scarlet Violet videos, it was gonna be Skiddo for one of them and Mareep for the other, instead of a new Pokemon for every episode. But then I couldn't figure out a good reason why it would keep switching, and it made more sense to be a different Pokemon every episode. Otherwise it was gonna be just those 2. Ah, those 2. Anyways, back to the D files. Okay. Trailers. Splatoon 3 DLC trailer. Scarlet Violet trailers. I'll keep the trailers just in case. The Gita run. Who were the candidates for the emotions? It was like, I forget even what the purpose of those was. I think it was like each character had like relevant struggles based on the 4 curses. So like the trainer would be struggling with the things and you talk about them, but then I changed it over to the Pokemon is struggling with the curses instead of the trainers. Alright, this is the Gita run. Do I want to keep the Gita run? I don't think I want to keep the Gita run because I have so many other runs as well. Maybe if there's some interesting footage I'll save, but we're nuking this stuff otherwise. Let's see, character design. Okay, I'll keep this screen. Picking a starter, Nemona's house, Lechonk, Sandwich Cave. This is all just generic. We'll keep the path options and the opening ceremony stuff. Okay. Oh, Hall of Fame early game. This is actually useful. So before you beat the game, you can see who's listed as champion, and it's only the professor. So at the start of the game, Nemona, Arven, Penny, and you are not considered champions yet, which was very interesting. She does have a Skidoo. She does have a Flittle. Brassius. Look for Dark Encounter. Okay, I'll keep this. This was like, I was trying to find where to catch a Poniard, and the guides were really bad, so you couldn't figure it out. And then she was losing to like Murkrow and Bombardier, and we were very stuck, and we needed Gloomet. Oh, I'll keep some of this random stuff. Custom Sandwich fail. Veluza, Vault and Veluza. Buying herbs, Mela, Ice Fang. Post gym Gita talk. We'll keep the stuff that has like the character relevant in it, but other than that, Bidding, Hassel, and Rika. I technically haven't recorded a lot of like the post game talks, but I don't think I care about them. Bergmite. We got Atticus. Then more Atticus. Okay, more random Gita stuff. MC Sledge. Oh, we gotta keep the MC Sledge. We gotta keep the MC Sledge. I don't think I have much footage of MC Sledge. Tulip Math Finals. I think I had to do the math class so I can get this thing to like evolve, which means Gita's good at math is what I'm learning. Okay. And then I think getting a King Gambit was a bit of a struggle, so we'll have that in here. I'll keep the Gita versus Gita because it's silly. Okay, and then post game, just nuking all this. No post game footage. Gita B-roll. Do I need to keep the B-roll stuff? It's 10 gigs. We'll delete some of the B-roll stuff as well. Avalok chunky stats. What is this B-roll that I have here? Oh, there's all the Gita videos saying Gita's bad. There was so much Gita hate. Gita's awful. She the weakest champion. Worst champion. Best Steven Stone. Worst Gita. A fraud. I think I'll keep these thumbnails because it's silly. True evil. Gita is the third legendary. This guy has such weird theories at times, but it's funny. I might just keep the B-roll folder here. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it for the Spaceman. I'll just keep this folder. Alright, Gordy Run. Paldia doesn't have an Elite 4 and Champion. It has an Elite 5. That is very true, yeah. I think the Gordy Run just gets completely nuked. I think. I don't... Let's see, he has a Roly-Coly. I think I just delete Gordy's Run entirely. Real Binacle. No, I'll keep some. I will keep a few of them. New game starters, so we'll have Egg. Gordy outfit. Keep Roly-Coly. More den farming, Hullberry water. Why are we doing den farming with Gordy? That's the real question. New Pokemon search. Wishing Peace search, Binacle. And then we have real Binacle. Kingler killed me. What is this? What do you mean Kingler killed me? I think I needed to get a TM from Kingler, and this thing just destroyed. I think he just destroyed me. No, he destroyed Magikarp. Okay, this isn't even funny, so I'm just gonna delete it. The title's funny, but the thing isn't funny. Route 6 trainers. Alistair, Carkol, Forest Evolve. Soup trade. I had to do soup trades a lot. That's how you get the Dynamax, Gigantamax version. Sir Chester, Double Battle Trouble. Bob's your uncle. Diggersby? I think there was a lot of TR hunting going on in the Gordy run, which I might want to reference in like video essays, which is why I'm keeping this stuff, ultimately. Shuckle Hunt. Wrong ability, finally Shuckle. Yeah, this was wild. So his Shuckle has a hidden ability, but the hidden abilities only show up at the end. Hi, Curious Cat. So you have to like specifically hunt out the hidden ability Shuckle, or find the item that lets it. What was your favorite Cadex Become Champion video, if you don't mind me asking? If you're asking by seasons, I would say Season 1 was the Milo video, Season 2 was the Turo video, and Season 3 is the Sabrina video. Overall, it's the Milo video that I like the most. Acrocosmos, Speedy, I don't care about the rest of this. Oh, Evolved Tyranitar. We'll keep the Evolved Tyranitar. And then, bam. Gordy B-roll. What? Carquest. Urshifu. Talking backgrounds. Giovanni wasn't in Season 3. Nah, he was like a little pre-Season 3 test. Green checkmark. Gordy picture. Why is B here? Why do I have B footage in the Gordy file? Broke YouTuber. That's me. I'm the broke YouTuber. Hi. Then will he be in Season 3 again? Yes. He will show up in Season 3. Alright, we're deleting all the Genshin stuff because we don't care. Gordy commits time travel. Oh, this is how you reset the dens. I'll keep this just in case. Larvitar, Ninja Carbink. Why do I have this? I don't know. We'll delete. Stonejourner Dex versus Gordy. We'll delete the Nessa versus B. Credits. Sound effects. Route 1 tackle. Okay. That's it for the Gordy stuff. Ooh, Nemona B-roll. So this is the Nemona video? Is the one where I had an editor work on it. So I had to set up a lot of stuff, and I think I'm just not gonna touch the Nimona footage, just so that I have a reference in case I ever do go the editor route ever again. Scarlet Violet Towns. This was the Towns video I made for Scarlet and Violet. It does have nice B-roll of everything, so I think I'll keep, just in case I ever need to reference this for a video essay, because it does have everything in it. And I do have some extra nice B-roll for stuff. So this will not be touched. Scarlet and Violet battles. This is the footage of every trainer in Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I'll ever use this for anything. And also it's very poorly labeled. Very, very poorly labeled. But it is nice to have. Sword and Shield were my first Pokemon games, and I can't really understand how people say it's trash. Yeah, I mean, they were far from perfect, but they had nice things about them. And they had not so nice things about them, but I thought Sword and Shield were alright after I played through them 20 times. How bad is this trainer file? Because this would be a pain to re-record again if I ever needed it for anything, but it's also 200 gigs. Which is a lot of gigs for footage I might never use. But it feels like it's archiving it a bit, so I'll keep it. Like, what do you think is bad about it? People were very upset about how linear the game was, and they didn't like how the wild area looked. Which I agree, the wild area could have been much better designed, especially with all the weather stuff. It's hard to figure out like the spawn rates of Pokemon unless you look up a guide specifically in the wild area. And the writing, especially near the end of the game, was not good. Like Rose randomly going, okay, I'm a bad guy now, I can't wait 5 more minutes for you guys to finish your match so that we can do the Darkest Day stuff. It's likely because it got rewritten and they just kind of rushed and put something in for the Rose being the bad guy. But like gameplay wise, I thought Sword and Shield were perfectly fine. Like I have no complaints about the gameplay in Sword and Shield. Mr. Games, who is the strongest trainer in the Galar region? I believe that has to be Nessa. If we're talking level scaling, Nessa, and if we're talking actual strength, I'd probably actually have to say Leon. Like, he looks silly, he presents himself in very silly ways, but he actually has like a really strong team. Like, Leon's team is no joke. I wanted to do like a Leon run in other games, but other games don't have his team. So like I could try like, could Leon become champion, but it's like the only Pokemon I have is Charizard. So it's not really, can Leon become champion, it's can Charizard become champion. Total linearity like in Sword and Shield, or no linearity in Scarlet Violet? I kind of prefer the linearity because then you have a coherent story. Whereas the lack of linearity makes it a bit easy to get lost in the plot, I suppose. Like, it works for Breath of the Wild because ultimately you have like one end goal and you can skip things, but in Pokemon you can't really skip things. Like, you have to have the badges, you have to defeat the Titans, you have to do all these things to experience the ending. Whereas in games like Zelda, you don't have to do all the things. It just makes the final battle a bit harder. So I think in terms of like the strengths of Game Freak, making a more linear game makes more sense. Just because it plays more to their strengths. I mean, they just haven't done open world stuff before, so it could just be, you know, skill issue. Yeah, if the game had level scaling, the non-linearity would work, but it didn't, so I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like you can see stuff in the wrong order. So even Tears of the Kingdom wasn't like perfectly executed. Alright, we got Clive. Clive, we're gonna nuke some stuff from Clive for sure. Hi, Nettie. I'm gonna keep the part where Clive actually shows up in the game, and then we'll delete everything else that's not related to Clive. We'll keep some of the team star as well. Houndour? Student level up. Okay, we don't care about this. More student training, even more student training. I think for the Clive run specifically, I was trying to do this thing where I would only level up by battling the student trainers, but then I realized that battling trainers is just a much slower way to level up. Cloth, artisan, students. Yeah, I don't think I included this in the actual video. I did actually try to battle all the students. Hi, Nettie. I think the energy crisis should have been more shown, like having a gym go haywire. Yeah, I agree. Like there's ways they could have executed Sword and Shield so much better. I did see the clip, yeah, Nettie. Sunflora hunt, low kick, up the hills versus bombardier, snack time. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the team star stuff where he does show up. Then we lose a bunch of times against Giacomo. Team Yell Macrocosmos or Team Star? Ooh. Out of those bad guy teams, I actually think Team Yell made the most sense. Because narratively speaking, they made the most sense. Which is, Team Yell was just there to slow down the other trainers. Because Marnie's team kind of sucks early game. So it's gonna take her a while to get all the badges, and I assume there's a limit of like the first 4 trainers who get all the badges make it to the semifinals. So they were intentionally trying to slow everyone down so that Marnie has enough time. And in game they kind of look stupid and silly, but like it makes sense for them to be there and do what they're doing. Versus Macrocosmos, which is like, hi, we're the accounting guys, or we stole the keys so that you can't get to Rose's meeting room for some reason. I don't know, it didn't make any sense. And then Team Star was like, we're bullied, but now we're just chilling in our bases, but we're recruiting more people for some reason. So we can be I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on with Team Star. like the generic grunts. Also, if you think about it, Team Yell doesn't have like a leader. It's just they just decided, they're like, we want to support our girl, so we're gonna go do this stuff. Beat on the beach. What am I? Yeah, Clive 2. Orthworm. Right T evolve. Porta Marinata brawl. New glasses. Kofu. Ooh, I'll keep the new glasses one because it shows how bad the shopping is in this game. Manchester. Level up the baby. Oh, we had some breeding up in here. Alright, Atticus. We lost to Atticus so many times. Atticus is like one of the strongest team stars, I'd say. Do you think you could beat a Wobbuffet in a fight? No, because as soon as I punch it, it's gonna use a reflective move and destroy me. It's funny that the third Pokemon games remove one thing from the games. Gen 7, the gym leaders. Gen 8, the Elite Four. Gen 9, The linearity in Gen 6, the difficult... Just the difficulty. Yeah. Team Star, we gang up to fight bullies, but we lost our leader and people now see us as bad guys. You want to join our gang for protection? Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to follow that. Yeah, in terms of rivals, I think Marnie was probably the best executed rival. Like, the rivals had goals, which is something I liked. It's like, not to say that Penny and Nimona didn't have goals, or Arven. Like, Arven had deep goals, but like, a lot of rivals in Pokemon don't really seem to have much of depth to their goals. Whereas Marnie's like, she grew up seeing like the city start to fall apart. Her brother wants to follow his dreams, but is kind of stuck as a gym leader. And like she wants to become something to like put the spotlight back on her hometown. And like has a reason to want to become champion. Whereas everyone else is just like, I like battles. Which is Nimona. Nimona just, I just like fighting. And like Marnie has so much more depth, which is like in terms of rivals, I think Marnie is like my favorite rival character. Wally is also pretty good from Gen 3. I like Wally. He had something similar, right? Like he was sickly. He wanted to like be on his own, and his parents were like, "No, you can't. You're gonna die." And he's like, "No, but please let me venture out into the." I forget Wally's story. I just remember that final battle and the music was really good. I think I just like Gen 3. But that's a different story. Alright, Medali. We're gonna get rid of all this. Larry Montenevera Music Festival. Nighttime. Had to climb again. Alfrenada Gym. Glaciado. Towards the base. Remember the annoying rivals like Silver and Blue? It's actually crazy how they went from main rivals to sideline rivals. I mean, to some degree, the annoying rivals made sense, but then they start to blend together if they're all just annoying rivals. So I understand why they want to differentiate, you know, the purpose of the rivals, but at the same time, a lot of the new ones felt very shallow. Or like they're like, I think it was X and Y, where you didn't really have rivals, they were just your friends. We're like, hey, let's battle for fun. Let's just battle for the funsies. Which makes sense. But also didn't feel very compelling as to why you'd battle them. Especially once you've gotten used to like the snarky rivals in the previous gens. I think Barry was like the first rival where they're like, this guy, he's just silly. He's just a silly man. Alright, Old Principal, Fairy Base versus Ortega, post Ortega. Fighting Base. Fighting Fairy Base, Ortega versus Eri getting destroyed several times. Okay, Elite 4 stuff we're gonna just delete. And then we'll keep the post stuff where we deal with Penny. And then we delete the rest. About to gamble on Pokemon TCG, wish me luck. Good luck. Yeah, like Bede was supposed to be the annoying rival in that game. It kind of like he had like pent up anger and stuff, but. Alright, Melanie. So she has that ice type example where it's like hard to get the ice types, and I want to keep the elements where she's catching the Pokemon. So I'm gonna delete all this other stuff afterwards. Mine 2, Kabu, Team Yell, Snom evolves. Starter egg, more egg, wild area, tomato stoke. Delete these. So one really nice thing about Sword and Shield that I liked personally is that a lot of Pokemon are actually available early game through the raid dens. You just needed to know which one to go to. and you wouldn't actually have to like breed and trade Pokemon in early. You could just go catch them. Unfortunately, this feature did not remain, but I really wish it did. I think the raid dens in Scarlet Violet are just random. Unless there is some structure to it that I just don't know about, but it feels like a lot of them are just random. Like you walk up to any raid den anywhere on the map and it could be any Pokemon. It's crazy. I live in Germany and snow is not called snow, it's called Snom. I love Snom though. It's just a cool name for it. Snom. Nom. Okay, we're gonna delete the Belost, our Manitan. Sir Chester, Water Bike, Mr. Rhyme, Pierce, Doubles, Ice Root. We'll keep Ice Root for reference. Marnie, Macrocosmos, Rose, Eternatus. Alright, Nuked. What do we have for B-roll here? What is... So we meet again. Aegis. Was I? Oh, I know why I recorded this. So there was this transition in... I wanted to recreate this transition from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. These guys are being very silly, and then... Oh, I didn't record the actual sound. But like, they say something stupid, and then Rex gets like smacked. And they do like a screen crash transition into the battle, and I wanted to recreate that in the Melanie video, where she like smashes through the map or something like that. And she's like, "Shut up!" And then it does the screen break. This is what and I wanted to recreate this for the Melanie video, because I just thought this was such a fun transition right there. So we'll watch it one more time. One more time for the road. I think it broke. But Rex gets smacked and then boom, screen breaks. And I did that for the Melanie video. I'm gonna keep this footage just because it's funny. Relaxo is Snorlax. Okay, since you are in Germany, I do have a German question, a Germany-related question, because when I fly to Bulgaria, I prefer to fly with like Lufthansa, so I'm always like stopping by heckin' Frankfurt, but I've never like been in Frankfurt, and I'm curious, is there stuff to see in Frankfurt? Like, is it like a genuinely interesting city to explore? Because I kind of want to just go out into the city one time just to kind of see what it has to offer. See, why do I have B recordings here? Why is the B recordings everywhere? I think I might have just used like B-roll. Clown tap dancing. I can always grab this footage again if I need to. Cooking. Ice cube cooking? We don't care about cooking. Damage calc we don't care about. What is... someone else sending me a video, so I'm not gonna show it on here. We'll keep opening ceremony. We'll delete Nessa. I believe these is just like random, so I'm gonna delete these. Okay. Well, he's kind of cleaned up a little bit. Never been to Frankfurt. Ah, dang it. The B video, I think I have to keep the B video, right? Like, this was the season finale. I should keep this season finale. I won't touch B. And then Iono was like the start. So I should keep Iono, because this is where it all started. Teal Mask DLC. Teal Mask Trainers. This is another one of those where I think I'm just gonna keep it because it's a lot of grinding to get all this footage. And then I believe this is my personal Teal Mask run, so it should have all of the footage in it. Which means I should delete anything else Teal Mask related I see because I have everything else. Yeah, I even have the Ursaluna stuff. So anything else I see Teal Mask related, I just nuke. And this stays. I should see how much progress we've made here. Let me pause this for a second. Pause the music. Empty recycle bin. Let's see how much space we freed up. Okay. Why do I have this up? We don't care about this. Alright, this PC. I feel like I made no progress. Now we've freed up about a terabyte total. But it's almost lunchtime. Is your character designed after an Inkling? Yeah. Yeah, it's based on the Inkling from Splatoon that I use. But I haven't played Splatoon in a while. So, but I don't know, Spuddy made this with my birthday twin. They put it together as like a birthday gift, and it made me really happy. I liked it. And part of me is like, maybe I should like create a new character that's not just Splatoon based, because I'm talking about other games that's not just Splatoon, because the channel started out being a Splatoon channel. But then I was like, we'll do Pokemon. We'll try to talk about other games. So it's not just Splatoon anymore, but I'm still keeping the same avatar. Makes me wonder if I should make a new one, but I don't know what to make the new one, so I just don't. This is one where I kind of have a lot of footage I might want to delete. Hey, have you ever tried a Pikmin game? Professor Pokesona. Perhaps, yeah. Professor Games or something like that. Good morning, over. Have you ever tried a Pikmin game? I played the demo for Pikmin 3, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. So I didn't I didn't stick with it. Pokemon TCG. It feels bad to delete footage from these. But at the same time, I'm not gonna really use them for anything. Kanto Towns. I never made the video on the Kanto Towns. Penny. Like, my brain got fried, gamers. I reached the point where my brain is fried. If you actually make a Pikmin video, I'm gonna love it. But I don't know. I don't know if I will. I'm sorry. Indigo Disc DLC, Scarlet Violet School, Gita goes to Indigo. I think Gita going to Indigo I might delete completely. Spiritomb died. Oh, is this because she was supposed to have a Spiritomb on her team and I went to try and catch it and this thing just chose death instead of being on Gita's team? Just watch the Galar Champion stuff, it was fire. Thanks! I just deleted half of the footage from that during this stream. You can tell by my account I like Pikmin. I would ask what your favorite Pikmin is, but I assume it's the rock one. I think he like used Memento. Yeah, he's just like, me be on Gita's team? I'd rather die. And then he dies. Which was silly. Gamers, I think I'm gonna put a stop to the stream here though, because I'm getting tired of looking through all this old footage. It brings back nostalgia and I feel bad about deleting it. But I need the storage space. Who would be the best? Baba Yaga? John Wick and Pokemon? Probably Larry. Larry feels like he would be John Wick. It's a bit of a simple question when I'm called Rock Pikmin. True that, true that. Alright gamers, I'm gonna take a break, go eat some lunch, and then I'll keep doing this off stream because I'm getting tired of the yaps. But before we go, let's decide what we're doing next week, because I don't wanna do this again next week. Well, more like I need to finish this before next week so I have storage space. I can record more stuff. Who's your favorite rival? I'd say Marnie. In fact, the whole Can X become champion thing got inspired. There was like random fan art. Marnie champion Pokemon. It's probably not gonna show up. Yeah, it's not. There was like some random fan art I saw on Twitter of Marnie wearing like the Leon attire. And I was like, ah, that would be cool. Wait, can Marnie actually be the champion? It's probably not going to show up in a random search, but that's what inspired it. And I don't know who the artist is. I don't remember where the art was. It's somewhere. It exists out in the world, hopefully. But it's just like a single piece of art that inspired the whole thing. But this was like 6 years ago, so good luck finding it. Cough, 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 Silk Song. I mean, technically, ideally, if no pressure on Spuddy, but if Spuddy finishes the art, I can start doing the stream where it's a Sword and Shield run as one of the characters that I haven't covered yet, and that's gonna be like a stream series. But if not, I do have like a free stream. Technically, let me lock in, gang. If you do procrastinate, let's see, let me get Steam up. There was another game I wanted to try streaming. It was the game I talked about in the AI and video games video. And the guys did give me like a code for their game, so I do want to like give it a proper play, I suppose. It's this one, yeah, Gug. 2 gigs. So I kinda do want to do like a stream of this game, like maybe just like an hour or two, just to kind of see what the full game looks like, because I played the demo of it and it seemed pretty fun. Just kind of see what it has to offer. And they were nice enough to like give me the game for free, so kind of tempted to try it. And then maybe I could do some other games from my Steam library that I haven't touched yet. Like One Shot. I haven't played One Shot yet. Or Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I could do this next week. Just do a little bit of Gug, do a little bit of maybe another game. And then after that we start the Pokemon streams. Because part of me wants to stream the Pokemon stuff, but then part of me is like, but ZA comes out and I want to have availability for ZA, like ready to go. And I don't want to like stop a stream series halfway through, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to start a stream series and then be like, okay, we're just gonna take an indefinite break for several months while I play through ZA now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. So there's 5 more Friday streams until ZA is out. And the question is, do we fill it with random games or do I fill it with Pokemon? Yeah, I kind of do want to play this game a bit. We'll do this. Next Friday, we'll do a Gug stream. And then this is another game that I got the code for. I don't know if I'll enjoy this. No, I don't want to be negative. I just don't know if this is my style of game because it looks like a Metroidvania. But it's kind of like similar to Splatoon or The Blob, where it's like a color-based game. Maybe I could try this one a bit. I don't know. This is made by like a solo dev in Bulgaria. One of my friends was like, here, code for the game, make a video on it. I'm like, I don't... What? Just imagine someone throws a lobster in your hands and goes, chef, cook it. And I was like, what do you mean cook? I don't know how to cook. It's a live lobster. I might try this game as well then. We'll see. We'll do Gug and then maybe something else as well on top of the Gug. We'll see. That's gonna be it for next week. For now, all I gotta say is thank you, gamers, for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed hearing some of the background stuff about all these silly recordings I had. And we'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.